This show is made possible by support from Landsharkz.ca. Visit them for all your coin and swag needs at www.landsharkz.ca. And by viewers like you. Thank you for your donations. After searching everywhere, have we found the holy grail of caching? No. But we have found a great piece of software on this episode of Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. Hi there, and welcome to Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. I'm Icenrye, thanks for watching. If you're new to the show, welcome to the family. This is me, my co-host Roxy, and my camera operator Abel. We go caching, film it, throw together a few hints, tips, and tricks, upload it to the internet so you can download and watch it at your own leisure. If you're a regular viewer, thanks for sticking around, appreciate your viewership. My webpage is Icenrye.com, and if you'd like to send me some email, you can reach me at geoicenrye@icenrye.com. So, what's new? Well, hey, spring has finally arrived here in the central interior of British Columbia. The snow's starting to melt, and some of those caches that were a 5-5 are now turning back into their 1-1s, the borrow line from the main pod cache. As a matter of fact, I was just taking a look around the kitchen before I came down to the studio to do some taping, and I got a couple of my winter disabled caches I got to get back out in place. So for all of you Prince George area cachers, stand by for a return of power to the cachers. And another good piece of news is that the Prince George WWFM has been approved. Thanks, Mountain Man, you did it in record time. So officially, the Worldwide Flash Mob in Prince George will be held on May 10th at 10 a.m. local time at the skating rink in the Civic Plaza. So one of the great things about this location is that it's viewable with a webcam from the Prince George Art Gallery, which in itself is a cache. So on the day of the event, if it's possible, could someone please take a picture from the webcam of our flash mob? And then in future episodes, I'll give you details on how to get it to me, and we'll be able to post it to the web. Matter of fact, Roxy's here is all excited about the event too. So in another piece of chatter, I'll be making a trip down to the Lower Mainland in early June for the 2008 British Columbia AAC Regional Championships. Now this year, the regionals are going to be held at this lovely field in Abbotsford. As a matter of fact, if you do a look up on a cache called Rotary Micro, you'll actually be at the stadium where the event will be held. Now Roxy here, as you can see, is all excited and raring to go because she's never been to the Lower Mainland before, and she really wants to get down there and meet up with some of the Lower Mainland geocachers. So I don't have a lot of details on where I'll be staying. However, I do know where the event's being held. And again, I'll have links on the website. And if you're going to be in the area on the weekend, drop on by. I'd like to meet some more Lower Mainland geocachers. What? Okay, Roxy's telling me that I've done enough talking about myself, and it's time to get into some geocaching news. You missed a spot. Thank you. First off, in geocaching news, we've got a little bit of a local news. April 1st is just a couple weeks away, and that marks the official start of the amazing Travelbug race. What we're doing here in the Prince George area is we're just having a little competition amongst anybody on Travelbugs, who can travel the farthest and which bug can travel to the most interesting destinations. I'll have complete rules and regulations on the website, actually links to them from the PG Cacher site. Again, check out the show notes, you'll be able to find more information there. The 2008 Amazing Travelbug Race, hosted by the Prince George area cachers. Check it out, should be a lot of fun. So moving to the provincial scene, I know I've said this a lot, but we're really excited about the 2008 Cache Blitz. A province-wide cache placing marathon starting April 1st right to the end of the month, and on May 10th we'll be getting together on a Saturday night and giving out awards for best cache, best place cache, and a whole bunch of other varieties. This event is being held throughout the entire province of British Columbia and is a great way to kickstart the caching season. Matter of fact, if you live somewhere in the northern hemisphere and you've been tired of being buried under snow for so long and you want to get something going, why don't you look into organizing your own area Cache Blitz. It's a lot of fun. Again, I'll have links on my website, Icenrye.com, taking you to the BCGA website where you can find out more information on the 2008 British Columbia Cache Blitz. So early April brings us a great number of geocaching events. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at a couple. First off, we have MOGA 2008 being held in the wonderful state of Missouri. You've seen MOGA featured before on this video podcast. It's a great event, guys. I wish I could be there. From Missouri, we go across the ocean to the Netherlands, where we have the Geocaching Multi-Event, hosted by Scouting Erica, also on April 5th, 2008. And lastly, right here in the central interior, actually just a couple hours south of us, in the great city of Williams Lake, we have April Foolishness, hosted by Rally Master. So guys, these are 3 great events coming up. Again, I'll have links to all of them on my webpage. Check them out, they'll be a lot of fun. Now lastly in news, we got these quick promos from Daryl and Firefly at the Cache-A-Maniacs podcast.
This week on the Cache-A-Maniacs, we'll be talking with an Illinois couple who can credit Icenrye with their entry into geocaching. We ran into Click Chick and Geek Boy from Illinois during last year's Midwest Geobash, but we gave them a call recently for an interview to share with the Cache-A-Maniacs listeners. You can find the Cache-A-Maniacs shows in your favorite podcast directory or head over to Cache-A-Maniacs.com.
Head over to the Cache-A-Maniacs website for an interview with a Wisconsin caching couple. The pair known as Sweet Life had an interesting start to their geocaching influenced by waterfalls. You can get that episode along with earlier shows from Cache-A-Maniacs.com.
Alright, time for the iTunes Common Coin Giveaway Contest. You know how it works. Go to iTunes, go to the Videozine page, leave a comment. Throw your names into the collective bucket here, draw one out, you win a prize. This episode, courtesy of Landsharkz.ca, I have a brand spanking new unregistered 2007 British Columbia Geocoin. Thanks to Landsharkz for supporting the show. Landsharkz.ca, visit them for all your Geocoin and Geoswag needs. Alright, let's reach into the bucket and see who gets this coin. This draw, the coin goes to Total NRG. Alright, congratulations. You won a 2007 British Columbia Geocoin. Make sure you email me by April 8th, your snail mail address. I'll get this bad boy off to you real quick. Hi, Roxy. So Roxy's getting a little impatient here. She wants to get done with these preliminaries, so we're going to wrap it up now. We're going to get into the main event. So a few episodes back, I showed you how to geotag. For those who don't remember, geotagging is simply taking data, track data from your GPS receiver and combining it with digital pictures. Now what that'll allow you to do is upload your pictures to a photo sharing site such as Flickr and show the world exactly where the pictures were taken. Now at the time, I showed you how to do it on a Mac platform, and I've been looking high and low ever since, and I think I finally found a way to do it with the PC platform. So, it's very simple. All you need to start, see of course your GPS receiver, digital camera. Now, don't need a high-end digital SLR, I'm just going to use my little Kodak point and shoot for this demonstration. Now, step 1, before you do anything, make sure your time is coordinated. Your GPS has a built-in atomic clock. Use it. Set the time on the camera. This is extremely important. Trust me, I've forgotten to do this before, and it makes for a terrible mess. Next, go out and take some pictures. We're starting off here at Mr. PG. We're going to go around town, take some pictures, and we'll meet up with you back at the Icenrye studio. We'll show you how to geotag on the Windows platform. So we're back in the Icenrye studios now. Let's do some geotagging. So first off, before you start, a couple things. Download the images from your camera onto your computer and make a backup of the images. You will be editing the images. Something may go wrong. You do not want to lose your original images. So always work with the backup. Rule number 1. The second thing to do is remove the track data from your GPS receiver. Or actually download it would be a better phrase. In order to do that, just use software included with your GPS receiver, Or if you don't have anything, track down a copy of GPS Babel, and it'll do a great job for you. You want to save the data in a GPX format. Now, the program we're going to use is called GPixSync. It's available from Google Code. It's a completely free download and a very useful program. And one of the things it does, besides the geotagging, is it does great work with Google Earth, which we'll get to in a future episode. Anyway, download, install the program, and get her up and running. This is what it looks like. Not much to it, but it does a wonderful job. So let's get started. First off, tell it where your pictures are. And then tell it where the GPS file is. Now here's some options, which all refer to Google Earth, and again we'll get into those in a future episode. However, what's very important is what's down here is called the UTC offset. The time code on your camera is in your local time. However, your track file has the time in UTC time. So you have to tell the computer, you have to tell the program what the difference between the two is. Now, here in the West Coast, we've just gone into daylight savings time, so we're normally GMT -8. Before the summer, we'll be GMT -7. And that's it. Hit the synchronize button, sit back, and watch the show. Alright, it's all done. Now here you'll see a log file where it'll tell you the name of the file, when the picture was taken according to the timestamp on the image, what it figures the coordinates are, and most importantly the time difference. And what this figure is the time difference between the timestamp on the image and the nearest set of track markings on the track file. Also at the bottom of your log file, you'll see where it tells you what it did with Google Earth. It just creates a little KML file, and if you click on the View in Google Earth button, it'll open it up. And it'll show you your track file, and what's really neat, it'll also show you thumbnails of the images at the spot the images were taken. It's a really great feature. Again, we'll get into it in a future episode. But as for geotagging, it's all done. The coordinates have been inserted into the data on the images, and all you have to do is upload them to your Flickr site and make sure that you have tagging turned on in your preferences. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at the Flickr site. So here we have the latest set of pictures. And let's scroll down, let's look at this picture of Terry Fox. Now if you have tagging turned on your Flickr, here you'll see where it says map. Click on it, and it brings up a map, an aerial view showing you where the picture is taken. And you can zoom in on it. Get a closer look. So there you go. Finally, after a long search, a great way to tag images on the Windows platform. It's called GPixSync. It's available completely for free, and as usual, I'll have the links to it on my website. Check it out and get geotagging. It's a lot of fun. So GPixSync, an absolutely free program. Check it out, and it's a lot of fun. So that about wraps up this episode of Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. I hope you enjoyed. Just before we go, a couple quick notes. As always, folks, thank you for your continuing donation and support of the show. The funds have been going to a great use. I've been buying new software and also paying for a lot of the web hosting features that I have to use. Now, if you'd like to contribute to the show, it's real easy to do. Just go to my webpage, Icenrye.com, and right at the top of the page, I have a variety of ways you can donate to the show. Also, special thanks to Landsharkz.ca for their continuing support of the show. Landsharkz.ca, make sure you visit them for all your geocoin and geoswag needs. Also, I'd like to thank the Rockstar here for being such a patient little co-host. She's just standing here, because right now she'd rather be outside playing, and you know what? I think that's what we're going to do. It's a nice sunny day here in Prince George. Time to go outside and throw the ball around for the kids a bit. So in the meantime, in between time, that's it. Another episode of Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. So until the next episode, cache on. Oh, Roxy, you missed a spot.